Does the university acknowledge that David Miller's conduct was anti-Semitic?
I have said, and I'll say it again, that I was not part of the inquiry and that Bristol has conducted an independent investigation with an outcome, and there is an appeal pending, and I cannot say any more because the inquiry is confidential.
I mean, that's but you could. But if you've removed David Miller from your university, there would have been a reason for it. So are you?
Yes, and this press statement, I can quote you chapter and verse on the press statements on our website, and it says that he was not removed for unlawful speech, but he was removed for disciplinary reasons because he wasn't in this press statement adhering to the codes of conduct we expect from our staff.
Let me ask you this question then. In your statement, because you said you want to quote the university statement, you said, "We recognise that these matters have caused deep concern for people on all sides of the debate and that members of our community hold very different views from one or another." And by all sides, do you mean racist and anti-racist? And why did your statement on the case ignore the fundamental point that the harassment of Jewish students at your university was nothing short of anti-Semitic?
We stand against all bullying, harassment and racism at Bristol University, whether that be Islamophobia, anti-Semitism or racism of any description.
What did you mean by all sides? What did you, in the statement when you said concern for people on all sides, are you talking about the racists who, or the and the anti-racists? Is that what you meant by all sides?
We mean by all sides anyone who is affected by the case.
I mean, can you understand why? I mean, I certainly, and I've been to a university, and I recognise it's one of the great universities, but I certainly, given what's gone on, would not recommend any Jewish person to go to your university. And I say that with great sadness because I think you're a hostile place for Jewish students, and I think what's gone on and the time it took to deal with the situation was pretty appalling. And do you not feel that you've let down Jewish students who are incredibly upset and concerned about the way the university handled this particular case?
I think the real question is whether we are a university that prides ourselves on diversity and inclusion of Jewish, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, any faith or cultural background. And the answer to that question is yes. We look after all our students, and the proof of that is that where there were complaints and where there have been complaints, we have conducted independent inquiries into them, and we've had a disciplinary hearing.
If you look into what went on and how long it took, I think that most Jewish students feel that your university is a hostile place for Jews. And I certainly would tell, if anyone asked me who was Jewish, should they go to Bristol, I would say go a million miles from your university, given what's gone on.